Matt, despite the result, a performance to be proud of.
Yeah, listen, I've just said exactly that to them in there. I am so proud of the effort they put in, of the way that we played, the way that we knew what to expect from the way that Blackburn played. I've watched a lot of them over the last 2 or 3 weeks. We've managed to catch hold of some of their friendlies, and then we've obviously saw the game against West Brom on Saturday. And they play in a way that we will not face at any other time this season, and they do it throughout the club. With some fantastic forward movements, some fantastic rotations in midfield, and we needed to be solid and we needed to be connected, and we wanted to hit them on the counter-attack, which in the first half I thought the game plan worked to a T, and we could have gone on and scored 3, 4. There were probably 5 opportunities, barring we scored 2 without question. A Stonewall penalty was not given. And then there was a couple of other chances as well where, again, it wouldn't have flattered us if we'd have scored 3 or 4 in that first half. The only disappointment for me is not staying in the lead for long enough. And that's something that, I take the opposition out of it a little bit because, as I say, that we won't be facing that week in, week out. But what we will face is times when we go in the lead and we have to make sure that next 5 minutes, which, it's a saying in football, isn't it? But we have to be super switched on and ready for that next little barrage that comes our way, and then we go again ourselves. So the only disappointment is we didn't hold on to when we went in the lead, which we thoroughly deserved to go into the lead. And then we concede at the start of the second half, which just knocks the stuffing out of us in a way which then it kind of, once they get their noses in front, they're very, very good at keeping the football, making it hard for us, making us run. But again, you just see the attitude the lads have got. They are desperate to get back into games. They're never say die attitude to score at the end, with Ronan there with his first career senior goal. And I just can't be anything but proud.
Some very good stand-up performances as well. Ross Tierney, I thought he was excellent in that little pivot role there as well. And I think, it just showed what you're trying to implement, what your coaching staff are trying to implement on this group with some of the football that was played tonight.
Yeah, listen, we want to play football, of course we do. Again, I want to reiterate that this isn't anything like what you'll face on Saturday, for example. Completely not the type of game that it will be. But there are elements to our game that I'm really pleased with. Of course I am. There's some really fast, explosive play by Ross. You just mentioned that with him. I thought he was a constant threat. Again, could have scored a couple himself more than he did. As I say, 100% there's a penalty against him. I don't know how the referee hasn't given that. He should be really pleased with his night's work for his first outing for the football club. Of course, the disappointment for me as a defender myself. I want to keep clean sheets. I want to make sure that we're really, really solid in our shape, which I saw at times. I thought our shape was fantastic, but again, there's them elements where quick play and really quick, bright football players and get one sniff to take the goal, take the opportunity. So loads and loads of stuff, as I say, to be really pleased with, to be proud of. Of course, things that we'd like to tighten up on. I just wanted to make sure that we got out of tonight where we come away from today, and I say these are the words that I'm saying, that how proud I am of the group, because I was fully aware of the way that they play is something we will not experience. So it's one where you want to make sure you come out of it with the credit that I believe that we will do and should do.
Somebody who gets his name on the score sheet as well, Oisin McEvoy, shown his versatility so far under your tenure at the back end of last season and into this one, and it's a brilliant header from him as well.
Yeah. I want to give credit to Dan Watson as well on that, because we work really hard on our set plays. We've got a bit of a thing going within the group on them, so we work really hard on set plays, and it was great to see Oisin pop up and score there today. For me, Oisin is the epitome of what I want as a football player and at the football club, and he gives absolutely everything every single time he steps out onto the training ground, every single time he steps out onto the pitch, whether that be in that little bit more of an advanced midfielder role or as a defender. He's an incredible person and an incredible footballer for me. So I believe we've got a really good one in him, and I look forward to see him growing and developing as that. I'll just reiterate again, and by the way, it's worth mentioning the support as well, because they were with us throughout all of that game. As I say, my only disappointment and how gutted I am is that we don't hold on to the lead for as long as we could have done. But they were with us throughout that, get home safely and all of that, and we go again, and it's a really, really positive night, and then we have to back that up with a really important game on Saturday now.
injury-wise, everyone get through that one okay? An update on Priestley as well.
Yeah, P, he's not far off, as I said on Saturday. It's more days likely than weeks. So we'll reassess him on Thursday and see if he's ready for Saturday. I think Tom's on the press again tonight, hasn't he? I'm sure you're getting sick and tired of his voice. He's not a million miles off, so you're probably talking weeks or a week or so for Tom. So yeah, all of those little knocks and niggles starting to come back, and touch wood, fingers crossed, I haven't had anything reported to me for tonight, barring me smacking my head off the front of the door in the finger. So that's the only injury tonight.
And then on a final note for me, you've already mentioned them, the supporters. Hopefully they'll go away from tonight seeing exactly what it is that, like I've already mentioned, you and your coaching staff are trying to implement on this group, and will be encouraged from what they've seen this evening.
The most encouraging thing I hope that the supporters go away from seeing is we have got a group of people that are willing to give absolutely everything for this football club, for each other, for the team, for us. And again, I said this to the guys in there then, that I can only be proud of my group when they give me as everything that they do, and they're giving it me constantly, day in, day out, in whatever they do, whether that be video analysis stuff, whether that be out on the training ground, whether that be in their gym sessions. They're giving everything they can be to be better as football players and better as people and good teammates. So hopefully the supporters will see that as the season continues. They will do, and they're starting to see that, the shoots of that now. And they're good footballers as well, so I wanted to express themselves and show that. So yeah, loads of different sides to us that I'm pleased with. Of course I'm disappointed we conceded the goals, but I will take that in isolation because of the calibre of play that we're up against tonight. So again, it's dust ourselves down, get ourselves rested, recovered and ready to go on Saturday.